Holding the brakes, ignition switch to before it's starting. Put on these first.
Can you hear me?
I'm clear.
Alright. It's probably easier with this one?
Yeah, it's probably easier to use it. It's a little smaller.
Okay.
If you need this one, just let me know.
Okay.
I'll grab it for you.
Code Delta Bravo cross 36 over 120.
Alright, so we're all done with the starting engine.
You got it. So before taxi,
Ammeter, well, ammeter is supposed to be there.
yep, it should be should
On
pop
the
up
MDS.
right up here. Yeah.
Okay. Flaps up. Verifying that the light is up. Radio and avionics. Cabin feed and defrost.
Go to VFR.
Stand by. Okay, I want to switch to the fullest tank, right? We don't want to switch tank.
Nope. We'll be on the full tank. Yep.
Okay.
All right. So press any bezel key to continue. So 29
That
gallons.
looks about right.
Yep.
Reviewed.
Reviewed. Yes, we have. Yes. Now we're to that page.
Okay. We're still missing for the ammeter, which is
This one only kicks in if we're above like I think it's 15 or 1700 RPM.
so that's like too large. 35 in. What?
That one should be about normal. That's about normal right now.
Okay. Okay. And CDI deflected. Okay. Same thing here. Oh, there's no CDI for
You
GPS.
can go to this.
Oh, yeah, good point. You got that. Okay, so all the GPS are set, and we're on ground. Our standby is on tower, which is what we want.
And our number 2 radio, we can listen to our
Weather.
weather.
Contact our information Papa 21530 wind 080 and 4 visibility 10 sky clear temperature 22 3.9er altimeter 3013 visual approach in use landing runway 10 right and runway 10 left advise on initial contact you have information Papa.
Cool.
All right. So got Papa. Our expected taxi route is going to be to runway 10 left via Alpha, cross runway 36.
Right. Same thing, and I don't see where we set the barometer on this one. I'll probably go ahead and set it now since we already have that.
Yep.
3013.
We can push that. 3013.
Okay.
Enter, and then you can make sure that that one's at 3013 as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure. I think my squelch is always on. Test, test, test. Okay, much better. Right, so we can radio ground now.
Yep, and we'll do a southwest departure.
And this is okay.
Ground Cessna 739er Bravo November at Elliott with Papa. Close traffic, please.
The 739er Bravo November, flying cloud ground, runway 10 left, taxiway Alpha, cross 36.
Alpha, cross 3610 left, now Bravo November.
Blanca ground Cessna or Cirrus 419er Sierra Romeo at Elliott with Papa, ready to taxi for southwest departure.
Was that calling northwest departure?
Try it again.
419er Sierra
you're not
Romeo.
transmitting. Try pushing a little bit harder.
Cirrus 419er Sierra Romeo at Elliott with Papa, ready to taxi for southwest departure.
Alright, calling from Elliott where the southwest departure, and any other numbers, this is the type aircraft and your call sign.
Cirrus 419er Sierra Romeo.
Cirrus 419er Sierra Romeo, flying cloud ground from Elliott, runway 10 left, taxi Alpha, cross
10 left, cross 36 via Alpha to taxi 419er Sierra Romeo. Right, so do we have a before taxi? Oh, we already done that. Brakes. We're gonna do all that when we go.
We'll do that on our taxi.
Alright.
So text your brakes.
Testing brakes. Brake works.
Alright, I'm gonna test my brakes. My brakes work. You have the controls.
I have control.
So it's a little weird with the pre-castering nose wheel.
I have my flight plan I have for you is around Robin back to flying cloud. Are you okay with that, or do you want a separate, just straight to Mankato flight plan?
120, this is a training flight. Yeah, we'd like to come back.
All right, Bonanza 4612 Sierra, you're cleared to the Flying Cloud Airport via Radar Vectors Mankato. Climb and maintain 2,500, expect 4,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 134.7, squawk 4262.
120, cleared to Flying Cloud via Vectors Mankato, altitude 2,500, expect 4,000, 10 minutes after departure, 134.7, squawk 4262.
Bonanza 120, readback is correct from Delta Lane, runway 10 left, taxi via taxiway Alpha.
10 left via Alpha, 120.
Or 120, I may have missed it, did you have Papa?
120 has Papa.
Looking left, looking right. Crossing 36. Want to sort of do a U-turn to right?
Yeah, I don't want to point our tail at those guys though, so I'd rather, if you don't mind, actually face towards them instead, since we can't really get off of their ramp.
Right.
So just like, yeah, right here is probably fine. Just facing right there. We'll just stop right here.
Okay.
Or else you can go up there where Bravo November is and then turn around there. Let's do that.
Okay. This guy waiting to take off too?
Nope, he's gonna do his run up. So we'll make sure we get by him. Then we're gonna go over here and then we'll turn around. Turn around. Alright.
Okay. Before takeoff, I want to verify the pins removed.
It is?
Last time we checked.
Yep.
The belts and harnesses secure. Not moving around. Running a little rough. Okay. Fuel quantities. I have a fuel gauge on here too. Okay, we got remaining 28, cross-checking, looks right.
Yeah.
Fuel selector to fullest tank, which is still left. Fuel pump on boost. Gonna set 50% flaps. Transponder probably to altimeter.
Yep.
Good point. BFR. We don't have to set our video or radio. Oh, we want to punch in you all, right?
You just keep going, I'll punch this in.
And cabin heat, brakes are hold, make sure full ridge, power lever to 1700. Okay, and alternator check with positive charge. Want to have our pitot heat on?
We don't need it on.
Oh.
But what they want you to do is to turn all those things on and see if you're still getting a draw or what.
Okay. Probably want to turn it off.
Yeah, well, we will want to turn it off, but you do
yeah.
want to check to see if it, because see it's drawing amps off there.
Yeah, okay.
And then you can turn it, yep.
Alright, checking the magneto. We're at 1690. Left magneto. 60 drop. Back to full in. Right magneto. Alright, same as the left. Back to both. Trim parameters, well, everything is in green. All pressure is green. And power lever back to 1000. Yeah.
One thing I will say about the digital gauges and everything like that, don't get super hung up on getting it perfect, because if you didn't see this, you'd never know that you weren't at around 1000. If it was an analog gauge, you'd never know. So
Yeah.
don't get too hung up on getting these all perfect, you know?
Right, yeah. Okay. Heading back to runway is 100. Altitude bug to
What do we want for our climb out? Probably 2,500.
51840 flight cloud
Sure.
ground. Taxi to Modern, be at Delta, grid head.
All right, and then we're going to want to be at 500 feet per minute. That works. And then I'd just go back to the heading bug. Perfect.
Okay. Autopilot check is ready.
Yep, and then go hit heading,
Oh, do we have to check?
and then disconnect it. So push your disconnect.
Okay.
There you go.
Trim set to take off. Right there.
Yep, probably a little bit to the left. There you go.
Okay. So this ledge lines up with the 0, right?
Yep.
Okay. Flight controls. Left aileron up. Oh, just a tiny bit. Elevator up. Right aileron up. Elevator down. Okay. Doors is closed. Window can be opened on this one, which is nice. Alright, so before takeoff briefing,
We'll brief that as
Okay.
well. Just so you know what you're going to do as you're doing it.
right,
So if you
So-
want, I can hold this.
yeah,
So we'll take off runway 10 left. Hopefully they'll give us a right turn out to the southwest. Otherwise we'll do a left downwind departure. We'll take the runway. We'll hold the brakes.
Information K-back now. Current wind 030.
Full power. Check our engine instruments all in the green. Release the brakes. We'll note airspeed as as it comes alive. Elevator control. Rotate smoothly at 65. And then once we get to 85, we can go.
retract the flaps.
Yeah, we can retract the flap. So 65 to 70, rotate. 85, retract the flaps, and then we'll pitch for 96. 95 is close enough
Okay.
for what we're doing. You want to get real technical, it is 96. And then climb check. We'll start doing in-route climb at 105, and just keep that throttle full open, mixture full rich. And then the only thing we're going to change is our airspeed. We're going to increase to like 105, and then we'll turn the fuel pump to off from boost.
Okay.
Cool?
Yep.
So I'll just talk you through it as we're going.
Okay.
So you can pull up and then call ready for takeoff. Just make sure as you're transmitting that you just check down there and just make sure that you got the transmit.
Right. RX or TX.
TX, yep. Alright, that looks clear.
Bangkok Tower, Cirrus 490 Romeo holding short 10 left. We're ready to go.
Cirrus 4190 Romeo, flying cloud tower, runway 10 left. Clear for takeoff, then right turn on through.
Left, clear for takeoff, right turn. 90 Romeo.
Server 62 Julian, runway 10 left, clear to the option. Server runway 10 left, clear to the option, 62 Julian.
Alright, so we'll get on the center line. We'll stop, hold the brakes.
Do we have wind? I missed the wind check. Then.
Yep, the wind's coming from that direction. So full power.
Okay.
You got it.
Everything's in the green.
In the green. Release the
Release the
brakes.
brakes.
You can have a lot of left turning tendency, so.
Airspeed alive, 40. 65.
65, rotate.
Yeah, I totally forgot about stick. I'm gonna accelerate to 80.
85.
85.
And flaps up.
Flaps up.
Push go ahead and start your right crosswind at the Cirrus. You'll be making a right turn out as well. We'll go down we'll start now. Thanks. Cirrus Center, Sierra Romeo West. That's the traffic behind it to your right.
I got this.
In right full traffic. He shouldn't be a factor.
93 Romeo, we got the traffic in sight.
A right turn?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Now pitch for 105. And trim for 105. You can use the trim the entire time you're doing this because it's all you got. Clear that. And we want a desired track at 235. We won't run into that guy where we got plenty of space. So we're turning for 235. Alright. Very nice. So if you like, start our, since we got our 1,000 feet, we can do our climb check, which is basically turn the boost pump off.
Right.
And monitor.
Engine parameters in the green.
We got it.
We got 105% power.
Yep, you can drag it back a little bit if you like.
Sierra 622, let's say attention. Taxi northeast corner. Sierra 622, let's turn left unable.
And there's your 25. So level out, 2,500. Just for now.
Right, yeah. I want to accelerate to cruise speed, right?
We got a little ways, and then we can climb again. And actually we can start climbing right now. So let's go to 35.
Precipitation on the radar, yes. I'm looking out, I see
there you go.
a little bit of something, but 10 to...
So if you wanted to do that with the VSI, you could go... Wait. Nope, we got to do heading first. So heading. So now it's tracking your heading. Vertical speed. Hold the vertical speed up to the altitude.
Okay.
And now you should be hands free.
Yeah. Just in time for me to get this back up.
I'll give you that.
Alright. Oh, this is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Um, 28 feet, that's what?
That's
that's our
altitude.
Yeah, another altimeter, I guess.
Yep.
Okay, cruise checklist, landing light off, cruise power. Well, we're not finished climbing yet.
Nope.
Probably a good idea to tune New Ulm now.
What's that?
To get the frequency of New Ulm.
Yeah, we can do that. We got plenty of time to go to New Ulm. We're 50 miles away, so.
Right.
If we were actually going to go there, we could, definitely wait on that one. So, with this, if we wanted to actually get on this track on here, we would go heading bug, and we'd move the heading bug on some sort of an intercept, probably like, 15-degree intercept or something like that, and do heading and then nav. So then we got our heading. We're following the heading all the way up to until when we intercept our nav track.
Right here?
Yep, to there on this heading, and we can still change that heading, right? So if we're getting vectored or whatever, or we decided, we need to correct a little bit more, we could. And then as soon as we intercept that track, then we'd be able to, it would just transition from heading over to nav mode.
Right. We're gonna fiddle with our power, right?
Yep.
65? 75?
Yeah, we can do 75% power.
And our autopilot will hold everything else for us.
You got it. It'll change the trim settings.
Right, cleared for the option.
Verify 1-2 right, 9 Bravo November.
10 right.
Okay, 10 right, and request 10 left since we have full stop, 9 Bravo November.
9 Bravo November, change for runway 10 left, runway 10 left, clear to land.
Okay, 10 left, clear to land, 9 Bravo November, thanks.
DI and CDI.
Yep.
There's a lot of redundancy on this.
Oh yeah.
Weird.
It's intercepting at this point.
Okay.
It's close enough so that it's trying to intercept on the course.
Okay.
We're just along for the ride at this point, as far as the autopilot's concerned.
Nice.
So you can see that the heading mode turned off, and now it's on
We're on
nav
nav.
mode,
Yep.
so it should intercept and take us on course.
I don't think it's doing a very good job of holding the altitude.
Yeah, it's in within 100 feet.
Yeah, well, probably
That's
better
all.
than me.
That's all it has to be, is really
Yeah.
like 100 within 150 or 100 feet.
Okay. And it's intercepting it pretty smoothly, making little changes.
Yep. Because we were intercepting originally at like 252,
Uh-huh.
and now we're down to 245.
Delta, 9 Bravo November.
9 Bravo November, prove that you're busted.
Thanks.
So it should start increasing a little bit. Let's zoom in and see what it says. Anytime now it should transition over. Huh. Weird. I don't get why it's not turning.
9 Bravo November, you can turn left at Delta with me to Elliott.
Left Delta to Elliott, 9 Bravo November, good night.
Thanks.
It was using V-lock instead of GPS or something.
I don't know. It's tracking it. Oh, I just hit this again and the GPSS came on.
Flying Cloud Tower, guard 20631.
So let's try this.
Guard 631 flying.
We'll do heading.
Good evening, sir. Guard 631, single UH-60, we're level 2000. We're about 7 miles to the west. Like transition airspace in the south, please.
Guard 631, transition approved, flying cloud, altimeter 30.
And then we'll go
3011 for guard 631, thank you.
Intercept,
That.
nav.
oops, I guess we're close enough for it. But then you would hit the nav twice and then it would go to that.
Okay.
And it should intercept, lock it in.
I think we should probably
Plus
the
the-
traffic
Yeah.
do a larger angle intercept maybe?
If you want.
It's already catching the nav, so.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
Yeah.
Alright, so. What now, you want to take it off autopilot and try to do some hand flying? Because you really haven't done that much hand flying yet.
Sure, yeah.
Alright, so autopilot disconnect.
Yay.
There you go. And you're in control.
I am in control.
Flying Cloud Tower, Cessna 631, Tango Kilo is 10 miles to the southwest, inbound to land with Quebec.
631 Tango Kilo, Flying Cloud Tower, report says 3 to the west for runway 10 left.
Report 3 out for 10 left, 1 Tango Kilo.
Why don't you try doing some steep turns or something like that? We got plenty of altitude above us, so if you want to go up.
Yeah.
We're already out of the class Bravo.
45.
Well, yeah, if you want.
Pitching for 105.
Stuff seems like it's doing all right. Let's go over the map and zoom in. Keep an eye on that traffic while we're maneuvering.
Do we see all of the traffic or?
Anybody with a transponder?
Nice. Light precipitation, but pretty good visibility.
Yeah. % power. Let's do a clearing turn to the east or something like that, and we can do like steep turns or something. It's very responsive when you're handling it.
Yeah, yeah.
Guard 631, frequency changes approved. Have a good flight.
631, free change approved. Thank you, sir. Have a good evening.
Look too high.
So you got your vertical speed, but then you also have your projected, that blue line will change lengths to tell you where you'll be in 6 seconds.
Alright, no traffic.
Alright.
Do you see any?
I do not.
Okay. What's next?
Steep turn.
Turn.
Let's do a 360. Just pick a cardinal heading and we'll start from there. And we'll do a steep turn to the left or the right.
Okay.
And then one the opposite way, and we'll just try that out.
Let's do west.
Flying Cloud Tower, 110 left, cleared for takeoff. Make left traffic.
Clear for takeoff, 10 left. Left traffic, doesn't matter when I go.
Alright, steep turn to the left.
Right, clear left, good. There's your 45. pull back a little bit more. We got a little descent going. There you go. Make that back up. Perfect.
Flight Cloud Tower, Cessna 631, Tango Kilo is 3 to the west.
There's west. Pull out there.
Clear to land, runway 10 left, 1 Tango Kilo.
Now we'll try one to the right. Once you get stabilized, straight and level.
Right, so turn to the right.
Alright, here comes west. There you go.
I think during my rollout, I kind of lose altitude, whereas throughout the whole thing, it was alright.
Yep. Let's turn to the north, and we'll head to the north.
Center 1 Echo, you can be number 2 to follow Cessna traffic currently on a 2-mile final. Report them in sight.
Roger, Cessna 1 Echo looking for traffic.
Alright. Let's try to go through the arrival area check, before landing check, and then do a normal landing but up here.
Okay.
Just to get the speeds and all the trim and all that stuff out of the way before we go in and actually try some pattern work, you know?
Okay.
So arrival area check, you got your weather, approach briefing. We're not going to do an approach.
Altimeter set to weather.
Alright,
Landing
cabin
light on.
heat.
Following the
Cabin heat.
the option 10 left.
Alright, landing light.
Landing light on.
Fuel system check. Right now it's fine. Mixture as required. Brake pressure check, and that's just give it a little test, make sure it doesn't go to the floor.
Yeah, see if still feel right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our before landing check, seatbelts and seat harnesses. Fuel pump to boost, so we'll go to boost. Mixture full rich. Flaps as required. Autopilot off below 500. So downwind's 100, base is 90.
With 50% flap?
Yeah, downwind we're going to go to 50% flaps. Base we're going to go to 100% flaps.
With 80 at the airspeed.
Yep. So we'll make sure that we get down to our. Here, I'm going to go over to the engine so you can see the manifold pressure. If you bring it down to about, it should be 17 inches or so. So reduce the power to about 17 inches. And we'll pretend this is our downwind, so we're maintaining our 4,500. We'll bleed off that airspeed. At 120 or below, we can start adding the flaps. So go 50% flaps.
Alpha 3 to
50% flaps.
And then we'll maintain that 100. So it looks like we might need to add a little bit more than 15, maybe to 18. Because we're looking for pitch for airspeed, power for altitude. So looks like we'll probably have to add a little bit more, and we'll just see what that gets us. Is it back up to 21? There you go, that's not bad. Alright, so we're starting our descent. We're pitching for our 100 for our descent. And we want to descent at, 300 to 400 feet per minute like we do
Right here.
normally. Yep,
Yeah.
perfect.
791 Echo, turn left at Echo, contact ground.
And then we'll say we got to our base. So we're going to turn base. We don't need to actually turn.
Okay.
And then we'll go to 100% flaps if we're under 100 knots, which we are. And then you can reduce the power at this point, I think, to more like 15. Or between 15 and 17, something in there. And we'll maintain that 90 knots. We'll get our descent. Looks like we need more than 15. That 15 isn't really working for us. Works. Then we'll slow to 80 for our final. And then we're going to want to touch on the main wheels first, so whenever you want, maybe at like 3,700 feet, you can bring that power back to idle, and we'll go to the buffet of the stall. Go. There we go. Yep, flaps 50. '85, flap 0. I'm out at about 105, 95 to 105, somewhere in there. Cool.
All right.
What do you think? Should we go back and do a few landings?
Sure.
Or is there anything else you want to do?
Not really.
Alright. Direct to Flying Cloud. You want to do the autopilot all the way in?
Sure.
You want to do the ILS? You want me to show you the ILS?
Sure.
Try
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Alright. 1097. Flight plan. Oop. Procedure. Select approach. ILS. Vectors. Activate. Yes. Let's get a descent down to 2,700 feet. And let's get a, let's go 050. So left 20 degrees, and we'll use the heading bug. Heading bug, we'll go to heading, and then we'll go to altitude, 27.
Click altitude.
Nope, because it'll level off wherever.
Oh.
So you gotta disconnect. Heading.
Oops.
27.
So when I click altitude, it'll hold whatever.
It just goes to whatever altitude you're at.
Probably want to set vertical speed and then
Yeah, you can.
do that.
Yep. So vertical speed, altitude, boom. You're all on
Okay.
autopilot now.
Okay.
And then you can adjust your power settings to however much you want. Now
For
basically.
airspeed?
and that'll just increase or decrease your airspeed.
Yeah.
Because all it can do to maintain your altitude or descent or climb is to change your pitch. So it's kind of backwards from what you would normally.
Yeah.
So we'll get our weather.
Initial contact, you have information, come back.
Go back.
Flight Cloud Tower information, come back. 2253 Zulu, 030 visibility 10. Sky condition, few clouds, 10,000. Temperature 22, dew point 9er, altimeter 3011. Visual approaches are in use, landing runway 10 right and 101.
Cessna 1891 Echo, Flight Cloud Tower. Make left traffic, runway 10 left, clear for takeoff.
So you can add some more power in if you want.
Flight Cloud Tower information, come back. 2253 Zulu.
We got our Quebec. 0, 0. Alright. So, we're on our heading mode. Yeah. Let's do a fuel switch. So, boost pumps on, that's good. Switch over to the right tank.
And verify everything's in the green.
Verify everything's
flow.
good. Fuel flow's good.
And close that.
And fuel pump on. Alright.
Okay.
Cool, man. So, we'll do this heading, and then we'll go approach, like that, and then it should capture.
The glide scope?
Yep, it should capture the glide slope. It should also capture the localizer. So first it'll capture the localizer, then it'll capture the glide slope. So this will give us some time to brief our approach. So arrival area check, we got our weather, approach briefing. We're flying the ILS, we're starting at 2700. And then it should be fine, it should capture and all that stuff. We'll disconnect the autopilot at 500 AGL, even though we could go down to minimums of 200 AGL, we won't do that. Altimeter, we're going to set that, make sure that's set to 3011.
Alright.
So change that, 3011. Alright, and then make sure that's set to 3011. Awesome. Cabin heat defrost fine, landing light, that's on.
Yeah.
Fuel system check, mixture as required. Brake pressure you checked, seats and seat belts are good. Fuel pump to boost. Mixture is full rich, flaps is required, off blow 500. So for our approach settings, manifold pressure prior is going to be 22 inches, so let's reduce that down to 22 inches.
Takeoff tower first?
Yeah, we're still a ways away, but yeah, we'll call them. We're still like 17 miles out.
Oh, is that? No, that's Stuber.
Yep.
Okay.
Stuber 6.4.
Yeah.
There's an airplane somewhere over here, plus 300.
Check the map.
Okay. They're probably vectoring out to Stuber, or to intercept.
Do you see that?
Nope, I'll look, you keep doing the approach.
Cessna 91 Echo, runway 10.
22 knots, 100 airspeed, and then we'll get to flaps 50 as soon as we get on the localizer here. Pretty much straight at us. Right now they're at our altitude.
Do you think we should climb?
What's that?
Do you think we should climb or something? They're getting pretty close.
Let's make a 360.
360?
Yeah. You can remove those flaps too.
It is up.
Alright.
Wind check.
Wind 020 at 14. Let me know if you need 36.
Will do, thank you.
Well, they're doing 3.6 now. We could always go down a little bit southwest and hit the GPS 3.6 in.
I don't know, up to you.
I don't know what this dude's doing. They're just hanging out.
901 Echo, we're going around.
You're pretty sure it's air traffic?
901 Echo, Roger. Do you want to switch to 36? We can change things around. There's weather coming in from the north.
Affirmative, we'll go to 36 for 901 Echo, thank you.
This is 901 Echo. Enter right downwind, runway 36.
Right downwind for 36, that's 901 Echo.
Now they're gone. Alright, well, let's intercept and go back in then.
So click on heading,
Yeah.
the nav.
Nav approach. Yep, so you want to go heading, hold the heading, and then hit the approach.
Oh, okay.
And we also want to do altitude.
Right. Everything's solid, I can let go now.
Yep, and if you want to change it up, we gotta do this. Negative 200 and down to 2600.
Just 901 Echo, runway 36, clear for the option.
Clear for the option, runway 36, that's 901 Echo.
Yeah, who knows what that was?
Flight Cloud Tower, Cessna 733, Tango Papa is 3 from Stuber, ILS 10 right.
Just 733 Tango Papa, Flight Cloud Tower, continue for runway 10 right. And plan on circling for runway 36. We're going to change runways to 36. The wind is 020 at 14.
We'll continue in for runway 10 and we'll plan to circle for runway 36, 3 Tango Papa.
And 3 Tango Papa, report circling to the south.
You're probably gonna do that too, right?
Yep. I'll jump on that radio with this, set it up.
3 Tango Papa.
Alright, we're
Tower, verify landing clearance for 901 Echo, please.
6 outside of Stuber.
901 Echo, runway 36, clear for the option.
Clear for the option, runway 36, that's 901 Echo.
We're establishing on glide slope.
What's that?
We're establishing on glide slope.
Okay. So it's picking up the glide slope and then it'll track it and follow it.
Should I do the manifold pressure, the power?
Yeah. We were not at glide slope intercept yet.
Oh, we're not?
No.
It's picking up that though.
It
okay.
sees it. The glide slope's right there.
Okay, but we want to center that and then
Yep.
we go
and
for
then
it.
it'll start descending, so.
Okay.
Alright, so we're going to say we're 5 out at Stuber with Quebec. Flying Cloud Tower, Cirrus 419er Sierra Romeo, 5 outside Stuber, VFR own nav, ILS 10 right. We have Quebec, circle the land 36.
Cirrus 419, Sierra Romeo, Flight Cloud Tower, maintain VFR, no separation services provided, and report circling to the south for runway 36.
We'll report the circle to the south, 9er Sierra Romeo. So you can add a little bit of power, because it looks like we're slowing down. We want to keep it at 100. And let's get that 50 degrees of flaps in, or 50% flaps. And then adjust the power to compensate. And we'll maintain that 100. Cool, man.
All right.
Tracking the nav. Look at our crosswinds, pretty wicked.
Yeah.
19.
Well, we're right on the runway.
Yeah, 19 knot crosswind. So with a little bit of, you know, just a little bit of help, if you ever do get into troubles in this airplane, it will fly this basically by itself, as long as you're paying attention to, you know, airspeed and altitude and all that stuff. Let's remove a little bit of power because we're getting a little bit fast. We want to be able to do whatever we got to do. We're almost to Stuber. We got another 2 miles to go. But you can see how you can get really complacent flying one of these if you had an instrument rating, just plugging it all in, hitting the autopilot stuff, and it just does it.
Yeah. Got a correct grab angle and everything.
Now at glide slope intercept, you will need to reduce the power. Otherwise, it'll just start pitching down, and then it'll just porpoise all the way down.
And it'll be way too fast.
Yep.
I am calling for runway 36, rising 100.
That guy's not Chinese.
227 flying car tower, hold short, runway 36, awaiting release.
Oh, we have that slope?
All right, here we go. We're starting down. Reduce your power.
Starting your circle, 6.
Shutdown 3, Takeoff Papa, right there, runway 36, clear to land, traffic departing.
Clear to land on 26, 3 Takeoff Papa.
227, runway 36.
Right here is our manifold pressure, right?
Clear for takeoff.
Yep.
Oh yeah, high nuclear, we'll take all 227.
We're a little slow. 10 knots slow.
Yeah, so add a little power. Just trying to maintain this with a wicked crosswind and all that kind of stuff, so.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep, we might need just a little bit more power. But it's pretty stable. I mean, it's tracking it all the way down.
Oh, we're eventually gonna land in 36.
And flying car tower information, Romeo is current, 36 is in use.
Flying Cloud Tower, Cessna 901 Echo, ready for takeoff, runway 36.
And we'll just go down to like 1500 and we'll disable the autopilot at that point and we'll start our circle to the south.
Okay. Oh, we're almost there.
227, turn left heading 3.
But it works.
Contact Minneapolis departure, so long.
Alright, so why don't you disconnect now
Next.
and we'll start circling to the south. Probably add some power back in so we can stop our descent.
Cessna 901 Echo, roger, hold short, runway 36, landing traffic.
Hold short, 36, Cessna 901 Echo.
9er Sierra Romeo starting to circle to the south.
Cirrus 9, circle south for 36. Traffic will be holding in position.
9er Sierra Romeo.
9 Sierra Romeo, join about a 1.5 mile final for 36.
You got it, 1.5 mile final, 36. 9er Sierra Romeo.
This is 91 Echo, runway 36, line up and wait. Traffic's Cirrus about 2 miles southwest of the field.
Line up and wait, runway 36, that's 91 Echo.
Go left turn now?
3 Tango Papa.
And a little bit more.
When able, runways available. And
We'll try to turn right after the tower at Valley Fair, yeah.
Just 901 Echo, make right traffic,
That'll work.
runway 36, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, right traffic, Cessna 901 Echo.
Cirrus 9 Sierra Romeo, runway 36, clear to land.
36 clear to land, 9er Sierra Romeo.
Our base we're going to go down to 90 knots.
Yep. And we're a little far out, and we're a little low, so we can wait to put that last,
Laps?
yeah, 100% flaps in.
No traffic on final.
Nope. We're good to go.
Yeah, the welfare definitely looks awfully close to us.
Yeah.
No traffic. Not that at all. A little too fast.
Yep, so remember that trim as well. Relieve all that control pressure.
500.
500 feet. And we'll go 100% flaps. And we'll slow it down to
80.
80, you got it. I'll pull back a little bit. We'll use that, make sure you're using that trim. There's 80. I'd start adding a little power. There you go. Perfect. Now if you remember from landing on this runway before, the wind comes over,
Yeah.
and then it dips down over the ridge there. So just prepared for a little bit of sink there. So you want to be a little bit faster and a little bit higher.
020 at 10.
That power in.
Just 901 Echo, runway 36, clear for the option.
The option, runway 36, that's 91
All right.
Echo.
There you go.
Alright.
Not bad. Should we taxi back and do one more in the pattern?
Sure.
And Tower 9er Sierra Romeo, I'd like to taxi back for close traffic.
Cirrus 9 Sierra Romeo, turn right when able, 10 left's available, and contact ground, 0.7.
Turn right, 10 left. We'll just go to the end and we'll contact ground, 0.7, 9er Sierra Romeo.
Okay, that's fine.
Flaps up.
All right, let's stop here. And we'll do our after landing.
Okay. Power all the back, fuel pump off. Flaps up. Transponder, oh, don't know.
And just leave the transponder.
Yeah. Lights. Make sure. Oh, I'll leave that here for now. And pitot heat off after landing checklist complete.
All right, I'll get our taxi instructions. St. Cloud ground, Cirrus 419er Sierra Romeo. Off 36 at Alpha, taxi back for close traffic.
Cirrus 419 Sierra Romeo, flying cloud ground 36. Actually via Alpha Delta cross 10 left.
Alpha Delta across 10 left, 10 right. Cirrus 419 Sierra. Cool, man. Just all the way down. We'll do our before takeoff check, and then we'll bang around the pattern.
All right.
Keep seeing that strobe and thinking it's lightning.
That was the first time I've been to this part of the airport since last summer.
Oh, okay. I've been getting a lot of north wind lately. I've been down, taking off from 36 quite a bit lately, it seems like.
No, I haven't done that in forever. Did they resurface the runway?
I don't remember. They did, was it 2 summers ago? Maybe it was last summer. Oh, there's a float plane. 172 on floats. Pretty cool.
Ground system 901 Echo, taxi back for another, please.
Bay 291 Echo, flying cloud ground runway 36.
Okay, before takeoff?
Runway 36 via Echo.
Or
901
takeoff?
Echo.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, we just go fuel pump boost. Transponder.
Flaps.
Altitude, flaps are at 50.
Radios are all set. Brakes hold, make sure full ridge.
Power lever. No, we ain't gonna do that. That's there before takeoff check. But we're all good with that stuff.
Trim.
Yeah, we get that trim set.
Okay.
Mags are on both. Everything's good. Alright.
Fish tank or?
I think we're probably
Yeah, it's
6 to 1
pretty
half
close.
dozen the other.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter. Alright, so over to tower. And so our before takeoff briefing, what we'll do is we'll go on, we'll hold the brakes, go to full power, check our engine instruments, release the brakes, rotate at 65. As we start climbing, we'll start increasing in airspeed as well. Go up to 85 at 85, flaps up, and then we'll climb up to pattern altitude at 96.
Okay. Oh, wrong one. Line count tower, Cirrus 419 Sierra Romeo for the 36, ready to go.
Cirrus 9 Sierra Romeo, flying cloud tower, make right traffic, runway 36, clear for takeoff.
36, clear for takeoff, right traffic, Sierra Romeo. None up center line, holding brakes, full power, commence in the green, release brakes, airspeed alive,
Bonanza 12 Sierra, runway 36, clear to land.
Clear to land 36. 0.
5, rotate. $85, flaps up.
Traffic.
Yeah.
496.
Flying Cloud Tower, doesn't matter when I go ready for takeoff, runway 36.
There's your 1400. We'll make a right turn.
Cessna 91 Echo, Flying Cloud Tower, hold short of runway 36, landing traffic.
Hold short at runway 36, Cessna 91 Echo.
That'll work. And you can turn your downwind. 100 feet to go. Our landing boost pump is on, pulls tank, we're good. Below 120, flaps 50%.
Cirrus 90 Romeo, traffic holding in position, Cessna.
Niners here, Romeo.
That's your Romeo.
And Cessna 91 Echo, runway 36, line up and wait, traffic's Cirrus on downwind.
Line up and away, runway 36, Cessna 91 Echo.
Alright, reduce your power, we're pitching for 100. We want a descent rate of about 300 to 400 feet per minute.
It's 120 left or right, contact ground point 7.
Ground point 7, 120.
Cessna 91 Echo, make right traffic, runway 36, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 36, right traffic, Cessna 91 Echo.
Start your turn.
90 Romeo, runway 36, clear for the option.
Here you go.
36, clear for the option, Niners here. And we'll go 100% flaps as soon as you make the turn. Pitching for 90 knots. A little bit more nose down, we're at about 80.
Final.
And we'll slow to 80. And since we got some a little bit of gusty winds, let's do 85 for final. Just to give us that little bit of buffer.
Roger 85.
Awesome. Oh yeah, just a little bit, maybe an inch or 2 inches of manifold pressure. Just to slow the descent just a little bit, because we will get a little bit of drop. And we're just like perfect on the glide slope right now.
We're touch and go or full stop?
Let's just do a full stop. Nice one. That's about all the time I got tonight.
All right.
I gotta get home for my kid.
Let's taxi back then.
Right. 9 Sierra Romeo back to Elliott.
At 9 Sierra Romeo, turn right at the end, taxi to Elliott with me.
Right on Alpha, Elliott with you, 9 Sierra Romeo. Thanks, have a good day.
Good. Just 91 Echo, runway 36, clear for the option.
Clear for the option, runway 36, that's 91 Echo.
Go, landing lights off too. Responder's already on standby. Everything else is good.
All right.
Park wherever you like.
Right here or all the way back to the hangar?
We can park. Yeah, let's go. Oh man. Okay. How about if we go to the hang? Well, it's kind of raining. Do you want to walk in the rain? Do you care?
I don't mind. It's just a drizzle.
All right. Let's just park by the hangar then.
Okay.
Easy enough. Nice job.
Thank you. Park right here?
Yeah, this works.
Okay.
Do our shutdown checklist.
Let's do after ending first. Just want to make sure fuel pump off. Flaps up, transponder standby, lights all off. Or after ending down, no shutdown, fuel pump off, throttle to idle, ignition switch, or we don't want to do that for now.
No.
Avionics.
Pin. One last question. Where is the ELT light?
What's that?
Indicator for ELT.
ELT, where is that one in here? Might be on your side. Where is that?
It should be separate from the...
Yeah. Should be separate.
I'll look it up.
Should be obvious though. You should be able to activate it from the pilot seat.
There's some red lights on the panel. The super breaker. Other than that, I don't know.
Oh, look.
I can look it up. Yeah, I can see how this is, when they designed it, they want you to enjoy flying somewhere with this one. Whereas the Cessna just getting you to fly, get your license, make the handling as easy as possible.
This would be a very difficult airplane to get your private pilot license on.
Well, there's plenty of people doing it.
I know. I think just it, you know, 172 or something like that, or 152 is so much it's so much simpler.
Yeah.
There's something to be said for that. It's a positive thing, but if one wanted to go out and had the money and they just wanted to buy a Cirrus and pay an instructor to teach you, and that's all you were going to fly, is you fly your Cirrus up to your lake home or something like that all the time, or for business around the country. It's It's a good cross-country airplane, that's for certain.
But yeah, if you get your license in this one, then doing that in the Cessna will feel like cheating, because you get more time to do anything.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't. The checklist doesn't have the ignition, does it? Yeah. Oh, check grounding and then you pull it off, I guess. Ignition switch. So yeah, it's really just get the key out. All right, man. Thanks.
Yeah. Hobbs and the tacker in there. I'm gonna go in and.
Do I have to do my own log, or you're gonna do that for me?
I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll let you get your stuff sorted out, and I'm gonna go in. I gotta make a couple of phone calls. That's
okay.
Cool.
Yeah.